Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here, and today we are playing some Farm Sim 22 UMRV Regs to Riches Challenge. The challenge where we start with $1, one tractor, one combine, and we see how far we can get. In the last episode, we ended it in August. We were doing a contract. Let me get to our fields quick. We were doing a contract at field 45. For harvesting, we finished that. We also finished the field 6, 7, and 14 for fertilizing. And with that, after feed costs and whatnot, we're up at $28,000. You may notice it is October now, not September. We skipped a month because there was just literally nothing to do. There was zero content to make other than feed animals. So we skipped through September. Unfortunately, we don't have enough tasks for us to keep ourselves busy, honestly, yet. To not be able or not have to skip months like that. But we are slowly building. I have not checked in on field 46 lately. Let's turn on grass and see where we're at. So this is saying it is ready to harvest. So we have two things to do today. We can set our combine going on field 35. We have soybeans here, and field 43, we have soybeans as well, which will be ready tomorrow. But we also can start in field 46 with grass today. It's probably going to be very short, but it'll give us something so we won't have to keep paying for at least a little while. I don't expect that field to do us, miracles. It's not going to get us through wintertime, but it should save us a little bit of money, hopefully. It is 5:46 in the morning, so we will fast forward, or we'll actually set time. Then we will just watch to see. Actually, we're just going to fast forward to 6 a.m. to see what we get for food, or for not food, for milk. And we got $4,300, so that's perfect. It continues to go up. Yesterday morning, it was $2,800, so that is fantastic. What do we want to begin with? Let's start with checking contracts. So for fertilizing, we have some absolute mega ones. Let's accept that. Let's accept that. Let's accept that, and a 13. We'll just make it anything over 10,000. We don't have anything for plowing. We don't have anything for sowing, although it would be fantastic. And we have nothing else that we need for fertilizing. So we will start by filling the TMR, actually. Let's get the tractor started. Let's get some lights. And we will start by just getting our cows fed for the day, so that way we don't have to worry about that for the rest of the day. And I don't remember if it was the previous episode or when it was, but at some point I do plan on possibly trying to do maybe a full first-person episode with my wheel and with my head tracking, my IR track. But we will see that how well that turns out. I haven't tried head tracking this game yet, so that could just be a disaster. But subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned to see that, because I think it could be fun if we kind of slowly start, if that turns out, slowly start doing more of a like full-on kind of more immersive series. Also subscribe if you haven't to see possibly some Farm Sim live streams. It's been a while since I've done one, probably about a month. I plan on doing more of those as well, probably on the weekends. I'm currently kind of on an alternate work schedule, so I have every weekend available for the next 3-ish weeks. But once I go back to work, I will actually have every other weekend available, so I plan on taking full advantage of my weekends off right now. And as this is full, we will turn this off, get in the old white, and I think we actually have a bale sitting. Yeah, we can see that we have a bale sitting in there, so a little bit extra. But what I've been doing is 2 hay square bales, so the bigger hay bales, and then 2 round silage bales, and that seems to give a pretty. It's very heavy in the hay, but it's far cheaper than doing like a 50-50 round bale hay bale setup. So it seems to be working. It's worked so far. In the past, like 1 or 2 times I've tried it. But we will get this guy going. And then there's also other business I wanted to discuss. So this bad boy, he's going. Unfortunately, I have no interest in this truck anymore. It is honestly too fast for this trailer. The trailer gets a little janky, and I'd rather keep the gravity box than keep the truck. So we will next get our combine going. And I'm actually going to speed up time just a little bit, just until the sun comes out. Just so it's a little easier to see things. Perfect. And I think I'm going to set course play on here just because I do want to possibly go start working on our grass field. So this is going to give us, it's going to put us in a weird spot just because we're going to be a little bit short on vehicles. So we're going to be doing a lot of bouncing around. So if we go to the work tab, we create a job, we just set up something real quick and easy here. I'm not too picky on how it even ends up. At least one headland here, up and down, I'm fine with. Yeah, let's just see what this turns into. Perfect. It looks like he's going to start that direction, which is fine. We did not fill up the combine on fuel, but it should be okay on this field. It's not a huge field. This is done, so we can... I think we're going to hook this up to some grass equipment, so we just got to keep everything under a 170 horsepower requirement. Obviously, we're going to lease everything today. And we will actually just leave the TMR right here out of the way. And maybe the next best thing is to fill up the fertilizer spreader and going and getting those contracts going. So if we buy 8 fertilizer bags. Now, realistically, I should pick these up with the Bobcat and fill it up, but actually, you know what? Let's try it. Let's see if the Bobcat can even pick up 2 bags. I doubt it can. And if it can, I don't think it's going to be tall enough. These bags are, like, extremely heavy. And they're just a little bit too close to hit perfectly with the bale fork. It's holding 1 fine. Let's try 2. This is why I don't do this, just because it turns into a bit of a disaster. Yep, okay. So we are just going to pull up and fill up. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited. We have our first, or actually second harvest now on our owned field, and tomorrow will be our leased field. While we're filling up, let's take a look at grass equipment. So for mowers, I'm thinking either this or this probably. Only because it's cheaper. It's obviously, like I think I said in the last episode, it's not nearly as realistic, but it is very cheap for the price. So I think we're going to lease this once we get all this fertilizer out of the way. I'm just going to back up closer. And what else are we gonna... We're gonna need a windrower. And we're probably gonna go with the Vermeer. Just realistic. This is something that you'd probably see in the area. This would also be something you'd see in the area. And this would also be something you'd see in the area. Obviously, there's the exceptions of people using something like this, but it's not nearly as common as it is to see, like, rakes and belt mergers and more rakes. So we're going to probably rent the Vermeer. Let's just take a look at how much it's going to cost us. $1,600, so not too terrible. And the mower will probably be even less. Let's just see how much this one is. 2,500. Just because it's going to be such a small amount of grass, I think we're just going to go with the less realistic but more cheap one. And then for forage equipment, it's going to be this header. So I mean, that's negligible money right there. And then this chopper. So also pretty affordable. So yeah, it'll all probably be about under $10,000 to make this silage. For sure under 10,000, probably under 5,000 even. So we will get this guy out to field. What was that? 42. We could also do 26 right away, but let's get him going on 42 just because that is the big money field. If I do recall correctly, that was a $60,000 contract, so it's hard to say no to something like that, especially when we have the setup for it. And there goes our combine. I assume he's going... He might be doing a full lap around the field, honestly. I'm not entirely sure where he's going to start. It's good to see he's working correctly. I also have auto drive installed. I'm still learning it, so we won't be using it in this episode, but I do have it now, so we are making progress on the farm. It's probably going to be at least another episode or two before anything really happens with auto drive, but once we get some bigger fields and more equipment moving around, then yeah, obviously I'm going to kind of have to start learning it, but I just installed it tonight, so there's going to be a little bit of a gap between me being able to use it and me learning it, so what did I just do? I just canceled that on accident. And this might... I don't know why it reset all of my settings. I just don't really like that it did that. It's kind of been saving everything between play sessions, and now it like wiped everything. But not too difficult to fix. Make sure it's on first waypoint. And we will get him started. And I think he should be able to make this entire field with just this hopper. I'm pretty sure. Next we should have probably went over and verified that field like actually looks like it's worth cutting, but we do need to get some grass off that field, and we're gonna run out of time. It's already October. November's not really a month known for fantastic hay, so let's just do it today, and it is going to spawn it in the goofiest position possible. So what in the world is that? I'm guessing that was something to do with courseplay. I'm not entirely sure. Interesting. I don't know if you guys saw that. There was like a box basically showing where its width was. That was weird. I've never seen that. But it's gone now, so let's continue. So yeah, we're gonna need to mow, rake, and chop. Yeah, so everything should be able to be done with this tractor. It's gonna be a little, like I said, janky just because we are short on equipment. So I think we're gonna have to, I don't know, I should have probably set up the gravity box on the edge of the field, but the combine probably won't fill up that quick with our soybeans because we didn't really do the crop care we probably should have for the year, so I'm not super worried on it filling up quick. He's running pretty good. Our fertilizer spreader should be continuing. Yep, so everything's running perfect today on the farm. I had some weird stuff with courseplay where it was like skipping like tiny little rows on another server, like on my own personal server, and I'm glad that we're not having that problem because I could not figure out what was causing it. I figured out how to fix it just by changing some stuff around, but there was no real reason as to why it should have been doing that in the first place, so I'm glad to see we're no longer having that problem. And we are just going to blow through this stop sign. I'm excited to see how much grass we get from this. This has kind of been a long time coming. This is our first big step in self-sufficiency and, you know, not having to spend constant money. And look at that. It looks like it is, like, not ready to cut at all. It did say the whole field was ready, did it not? I guess I should have probably predicted this since it is technically all ready to harvest, but this does make sense. I should probably just cut it all right now. I mean, it's short, but it's probably gonna get something off of it. But yeah, so this is where the first section was planted on one day, and then the next section was planted on the next day, which is a whole month technically of separation. So it's not surprising that we're having this problem. So yeah, we're just gonna cut it regardless. Like I said, we just need something off the field, and we're gonna run out of time this year. So let's just get what we can. I will, let's see, we'll get a GPS marker set up, and then we will do this field ourselves. So let's auto width 22 feet, perfect. Show lines on. That's what I thought. And we'll just turn it. And we will set it really quick, and then we'll jump into a time lapse of me suffering through this grass field. No, it shouldn't go too bad, so I will see you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, we are back and ready to go with some windrowing. While you were gone, while I was getting this ready, I accepted a few more fertilizing contracts, so this guy's gonna be busy. And that got me thinking, with this $60,000 contract, that's gonna put us close to over 100,000. Maybe that contract and one more. And instead of buying a pickup truck, I'm thinking maybe we buy another tractor, just because tomorrow we're gonna have our big harvest on field 43. So we're gonna need a tractor at least for the gravity box. We're going to have straw on both of our fields, so we're gonna need somebody to be doing baling. And then we have a lot of contracts for fertilizing still, so that 8610 or 7810, sorry, needs to continue to do his job nonstop. So I think a tractor is actually probably the most logical next step. And I don't know if I want to go try to get probably another tractor that size, or just a nice small little yard tractor that we can do some short distance, like gravity box hauling with and stuff like that. Just something to, you know, pull small loads, small distances. So yeah, that's kind of my next thing, is where we were a few episodes ago when we bought the 7810. It's just, do I want to continue to try to grow to bigger sizes, or do I want to just grow the fleet so that way it's more we can do small things more conveniently? So that's kind of where we're at right now. I think what's probably going to happen is I'm just going to save up a little bit more, or take out more of a loan and just get a bigger tractor. But I'm not entirely sure. I haven't even looked at tractors yet, so we'll see probably in the next episode what's going to happen. So that is what you have to look forward to in the next episode is, you know, what tractor are we going to buy? Because I think that is, like I said, the most logical next step to take on the farm. The truck was fantastic for hauling, but like I said, it was just, it made everything a little janky with the gravity box. And to be honest, that truck, I started having problems with that truck that I've never had before because I've had it a few other times. And the suspension was doing some wonky things, so I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah, so I'm very excited to see what we buy tomorrow. With all the contracts we have, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to buy actually a fairly decent tractor. Assuming we can go that long without wasting money somehow, which is very difficult for me sometimes in this game. I tend to find things that I don't need, and then I go and spend a lot of money on them. But I am going to continue working on this field, and I am just going to see you guys when I'm done. And then we are going to do silage today as well. So I actually had somebody request more long-form videos, so this is probably going to be the longest one by far. We're going to just do the silage probably in full. We'll cut it up here and there, but yeah, so I'm just going to cut to the end of me raking, and I'll see you guys when it's time for silage. Alright guys, we are back, and I think I am going to do the first load of the field, and then we will pick up tomorrow. It is just going to have to be essentially a supremely busy episode. We are going to have so much to do in one episode. I don't know how we're going to do it all, but I am quickly running out of time to make this video. I do have prior obligations, but yeah, like I said, it is going to be an insane day in November. We probably actually could have possibly waited to do this tomorrow, but like I said, we'll just get one load done and we'll just pay the overnight fee for leasing all this. And as you can see, it is filling up very quick. And this is actually one of the largest chopper boxes that comes with the mod. As you can see, it is the Meyer chopper box. I'm very happy to have a Meyer mod because Meyer is made very, very close to where I grew up. So it's kind of cool seeing something that we used in real life in game. Like, this is not only did I use it in real life, like I've been to where they're made and stuff. So it's pretty cool seeing that. This is far bigger and far newer than anything we ever used on our farm. And I don't think this little tractor would... Well, this isn't that little of a tractor, but I don't think it'd be pulling it quite as easy as it's making it seem. But I'm very happy it is doing the job for us right now. And I got myself in this bit of a sticky situation here. And I think you have to be gentle with these Meyer boxes, but we're just going to go for it. This is not kosher. We've got ourselves in a bad situation here, boys. I think we can do it. That poor Meyer box is just getting ripped around the corner. That was bad. That was, I didn't think that one through. But yeah, so like I said, the Meyer box is very cool. Very happy I found it. Very happy it's in game. I wish it was just by default in game, but what are you going to do? So yeah, for tomorrow... it's going to be, well, tomorrow being November, it is going to be an insane day. We're going to have field 43 to harvest. We will have the straw to harvest. We will have the rest of this silage to harvest, assuming it doesn't disappear overnight, which I don't think it will, but maybe it will. So yeah, it's going to be, like I said, an absolutely insane day. And we will stop right there. We can turn this off. And we will unhook the chopper box, park the chopper right here. And then we will haul the silage back, and we'll see just how fast it unloads. I think it's slow, so we might actually end up releasing 2 and have one unloading while one's being filled. Like I said as well, we are going to buy a new tractor tomorrow. Once I get out on the road, we'll actually accept the payment for field 42. It just finished. And then we will start on field 26 tomorrow as well. Other things happening, as I said, once we own field 43, which is going to be our next major purchase, we are going to switch the months to 4 days per month, so that way we just have a little bit more time to do things within a month, especially now that we're actually getting things to do. Other than that, there's not a whole lot. Leave a comment down below what you think I should do. Should I buy a bigger tractor, something along the lines of the 7810 or possibly even larger, so that way we can start getting bigger equipment? Or should we just buy something between the white and 7810, possibly even another 7810 or something along those lines? Or is there something else, possibly an American mod that I don't have that you haven't seen, that would work perfectly as well? I would like to get possibly another American case mod, but something more along the lines of like early 2000s-ish, something along that, kind of like the 7810, but more case focused. Because there's not too many in the mod hub, I don't think, and I don't really have any at all. I checked just to add some diversity to the farm. Obviously, I'm a John Deere loyalist, but it's just fun to see different colors on the farm, different models of things, different support different mod creators. And yeah, so as we pull up, that's going to be it for today, pretty much. If you guys did enjoy and are enjoying the series, hit that like button down below. Subscribe as well. I'm having a fantastic time recording the series. I want to thank all the new subscribers. I never thought I'd get this much support on this series. I literally just made this to kind of challenge myself and have some fun and, you know, give myself something to do while I was recovering from a surgery. And I never thought there would be this much support on the series, but I want to thank everyone who has been enjoying it. I'm also enjoying it very much. And why is it not going to unload? Oh no, this might be a problem for tomorrow. I think I might know the problem. Yes, okay. So it's going to try to unload from the back. I did know this problem actually existed. I just kind of forgot about it. And let's just see how fast it unloads. Very slow. Okay, so we're going to let this unload. We'll finish the field tomorrow. We will buy a tractor tomorrow. We will combine tomorrow, and we will bale tomorrow. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't. That's been all for today, guys. Peace out.